Good afternoon, Facebook friends, family, and loved ones. Me and my wife, we just wanted to get on here very briefly before the fullness of the holiday season kicks off. We understand that we just celebrated Turkey Day, and we hope that you enjoyed your family members, your friends, and your loved ones. As we have crossed the threshold into this year's 2021 threshold, holiday threshold, we just hope that you have a safe holiday season. Hope that it's filled with joy, laughter, peace, and many blessings showering down every last one of your households. And so we definitely want that to be for you and your loved ones. The reason for this particular check-in is because it was placed upon my heart maybe about a couple of weeks ago to really talk to an audience that may be grieving, an audience that miss their loved ones, an audience that do not have their mother, who do not have their grandmother, who have lost siblings, who just are in a challenging spot. The holiday season has a way of causing for us to reflect and to remember those good times. And often they come with deep sorrow. They come with a pain that is often unbearable and challenging. And so I just want to share with you all some of the tips that I myself had to exercise while healing during the process of losing my mother, which was June 5th of 2012, and then also my grandmother, which was August 5th of 2020. And so I can recall that I was in the gym. I was in LA Fitness, and I was on the bench press, and I was doing a couple of sets. And out of nowhere, I had a breakdown. Tears began to come out of my eyes, and instantly I began to panic, and anxiety began to set in, and I knew that something was wrong. And when I went into the locker room, um, I went to the sink and began to put water on my face, and I began to ask myself what is going on with me. And it was at that point that I realized that I just had a breakdown because I haven't fully healed from losing my mother. And so at that time, I identified what the core reason was for my breakdown. And I began to process through that intellectually, and I began to process through those emotions, and I began to validate my human experience. And so, for those of you who may experience some of those similar um, obstacles or similar challenges this season, we want you to know that your emotions are real. We want you to know that your emotions are validated, and that it's important that you get around some folk who you feel like you could be transparent with, individuals who can be a good shoulder to lean on, be a good ear to hear and listen to, and also just be someone that you trust. All right, trust being completely yourself. Individuals who are not going to be judgmental, but yet individuals that are going to be loving, caring, sincere, and willing to walk with you through the process. Another tip that I've learned that helped me throughout this season is it's important to breathe. It's important to inhale, and it's important to exhale, because what that does, it brings oxygen into our brain, and it helps us to begin thinking clearly. It helps us to process the emotions that we are currently experiencing. And during that time, we're able to think rationally instead of thinking irrationally, and have a rational response to what we're feeling. So some of those are just two things that we want to encourage you this season, as you may be grieving, as you may be missing your family members, missing your loved ones. We want you to use great coping skill sets, all right? Because many of us, and I know I'm guilty of it, many of us haven't really practiced good coping skill sets. And so we use artifacts, right? The artifacts of this life that are unhealthy and actually do more damaging than good to carry us through. And so get around good family members, get around good friends, get around those who are going to love you. If you have to excuse yourself from your family for to go to the bathroom, go to the restroom, just to go do the breathing techniques that we shared with you, get yourself together, get your thoughts together to regulate your thoughts. that's okay. Sometimes taking a timeout, pulling away from the games that are taking place, pulling away from the football games that are being played, pulling away from the conversations, and just going to the bathroom and understanding that you are having a real life experience, a real life moment, and that it's very common. It's very common. Common to go through. And so, with that being said, it's okay to get professional help also. For those of you who may be wondering where you can go get professional help, if you have an insurance card, you can call your insurance carrier. You can go ahead and see who's in your network. You can see who's out of your network. And if you don't have insurance, you can go to any hospital and just kind of let them know, hey, I'm looking for some help, probably with therapy sessions, probably with coping, et cetera. And they would know how to navigate you through whatever it is that you are expecting to come out on the other side with. We love you. We hope that you enjoy this family holiday season. We hope that you were blessed on Sunday. Maybe you were with your family. Maybe you was in church, what have you. And if you ever feel like you're by yourself, we want you to know that you're not by yourself. You are not alone, and that you are your feelings and your emotions are valid. And we are human beings having a real life human experience, and we just need folk to understand that. All right, don't wear a mask. Don't cover it up. Don't try to masquerade as if everything's okay. Just find that safe support system where you can be who you truly are and actually be encouraged and uplifted during this season. From the Miller household to your household, we wish you a safe and blessed holiday season. God bless you.